On to you, go. Hey everyone, this is Brooke Baker, RVP Brooke Baker. I'm doing a very quick training that I did at Nation tonight. Jenny asked me to do it again. Having some issues on my computer, so I'm just doing this on my phone just to make do with what I have, so bear with me. This is on the trip that we can all learn, and I'm super excited to just kind of walk you through that. It's to Jamaica. Hopefully you all know that now, which is awesome. I cannot wait. I love December. It's always been my favorite month. And now, ever since I joined Arbonne, it's additionally my favorite month because they always launch the trip typically in December. I know we got kind of a heads up last month of where it was going to be, but I love that all the details are released and it's so achievable for all of us. So I've been doing Arbonne for 5.5 years, and I've earned 4 trips since I've been doing Arbonne. I did not earn the trip the very first year that I did it. And honestly, it was because I didn't believe that I could. That's, when it comes down to it, when I look back, I didn't think I could. But what I can tell you is after that trip rolled around and I saw lots of my friends from Arbonne that I personally knew on that trip, it was in the Bahamas, it was at the Atlantis, out there posting their pictures, I was like, gosh, why not me? I decided then and there, if all those people could do it, I decided right then that I was never going to not earn a trip again. And what changed more than anything was my mindset. If they could earn it, why couldn't I? So since then, I've earned every one, and I'm going to earn this one as well, mark my words. But I'm going to give you in on just some of my best tips on how to earn the trip, because each and every one of you on this call can earn it. So it's an acronym, Jamaica. So the first is J. Just believe you can. Believe you can. Do you believe that you can earn the trip? Any great achievement starts with belief. In Arbonne, that's why it's so important that we plug into personal growth and that we mind our mind, not only for earning this trip, but for all parts of our business. I think it's one of the biggest parts about Arbonne. It's 95% what you're telling yourself between your 2 ears. So that's so important. Here's some quotes that I found on belief. Belief triggers the power to do. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. I love that one. Your belief determines your action, and your action determines your result. But first, you have to believe. A belief creates the actual fact. It's so cool. We can create the fact by believing. So do you believe you can do it? I say yes, you can. I believe in you. I believe 100% that you can do it. But start today believing that it's possible for you. It's not only possible, but it's probable if you take some of these steps. So A is for accelerate. Turn it up a notch or 2 from whatever you're currently doing. I have a different urgency to my business when I'm going for a trip. I'm sure Megan can see in my numbers when we have a trip because I turn it up a notch. I put it on full throttle. I go all out. And you need to be intentional every day about doing your Arbonne work. It's so important when you're going for a big goal like this to be intentional about making time during the crazy of our life to make sure Arbonne gets done. Don't let the distractions and interruptions of daily life overcome what your bigger goal is, and make sure you're intentional about making time for that. Prioritize your work. So do more, accelerate, do more than you normally do. If you do 5 calls a day, increase it to 10 during this period. If you aim to talk to 10, 15 people about the business in a month, increase that to 20 or 30. Whatever your normal is, accelerate it. So now is the time to push. I can tell you more than anything for lots of reasons in December. I know it's a busy month, but it is the most important time to push in Arbonne, especially for this trip. Where will you be in the next 30, 60, 90 days? Well, what you do today will decide that. The M is for make a tracker. So I have made trackers for every one of my trips. I'll show some of them here. They're pretty simple. I always put a picture of the trip on top here. I have a little tracker for the volume right here, and then for the promotions. You want a tracker somewhere that you're going to see every single day. And the reason being, it's a constant reminder of why you're doing your work. Make sure that you see it, and it will shout at you. Do your Arbonne. When you see that, close your eyes, visualize your toes in the sand, visualize who will be on that trip with you. I can't tell you how many times when I earned my first one, there's days I'm like, it was a crazy busy, and I'd see that tracker. It's over on my fridge now, the new one. I'd see that tracker, and I'd just close my eyes, and I'd imagine being there with Chad. And that would propel me to go and make those calls and do the do. So make that tracker if you haven't. Do it today and get it up somewhere where you see it every single day. A is for awesome December. So December is double volume towards the trip. We also got that little bonus in November, but even if you didn't get any of that bonus, this trip is totally achievable, even if you're starting today. I love it because you get double all your central district volume in December. And I can tell you, this goes a long way towards earning the trip. There's so much opportunity in December. Don't let it pass you by. I know it's a busy month, but people, one, will still host parties. I just talked to someone on my team who they had a party last night, booked 3 more parties out of that party for December. Incentivize people to host in December. Give them a little extra. It's worth it. Make sure you're asking them, telling them why you need them to host in December. Host your own, back to telling them why. Tell them, gosh, I'm going for this trip. Be authentic. I get double volume in December. Host your own holiday showcase. We still have time for that. When you host the holiday showcase, make sure you're mentioning the nutrition. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but nutrition is a huge part of this month. Host a men's party. This is where you invite guys over to shop. Make it simple. You don't have to do the whole presentation. Highlight a couple of things on Arbonne, but have some packages ready that they can buy and make their shopping easy. That's a fun way to get things done. If you can't host, send out some packages to some guys you know. Buy your holiday gifts. Make sure that you are gifting Arbonne. If you go somewhere for a party, make sure you're bringing the hostess Arbonne. I love the adopt a grandparent. Someone asked me what that is. Basically, you do a kind of an adopt the grandparent campaign, and you ask people to donate towards that. I do it on my Facebook page. You can take a look at it. I do it in the name of my husband's grandma, Grammy. She passed away last year, but we did it for her retirement home, and it was a huge hit. But you bring them a hand lotion. I have my kids do a little craft, and then I get a candy cane, and I put those in a little cellophane pack. But you sell the hand lotions at basically cost. I do 1 for 12 or 3 for 20 or 3 for 30, excuse me, but you collect volume that way and you're doing a good deed for others. So that's kind of what the adopt a grandparent is. Do the 30 and 30. I love the 20-minute overviews. They're awesome. And to tell you the truth, I do the vast majority of mine over Zoom. We're all busy these days, and I've had just about the same luck doing them in person as doing them over online. So you can reach out to anyone in the US and do a quick 20-minute overview. At the very least, it's leading to a party and interest in the products, and educate people on, again, why ordering in December is so big. They can get their own holiday products. They can get nutrition. They can refer you to their significant other to buy for them. So make sure that you're going out and doing that 30 and 30 again, and reaching out to people to do those 20-minute overviews. And tell them why, again, December is important. I just had someone the other day who's like, oh, it's just super busy. Can we do it in January? I said, gosh, I totally get it, but I'm going for this trip and it's double volume in December. I don't know if you'll be interested in products, but could I just sit down and do a quick 20 minutes with you just so you know what it's all about? And if you are interested, it helps me a ton towards my trip. The nutrition. Oh my gosh, the nutrition. This is the biggest month for the healthy living. We have 5 healthy happy hours going on in December. We are going to Zoom those, I believe. So make sure you're getting a few guests on to each of those. That's like a month's worth of parties if you've got guests on in every single one of those. That's awesome. So make sure you're capitalizing on everything in December. And then lastly, share this business. People are looking this time of year. They're reevaluating their year. They're deciding, kind of what goals they want for next year. It's an awesome time to join. There's a tax write-off in December. They can get in on the healthy living. They can get some holiday gifts. So make sure you're sharing this business because you want people starting now because those promotions will go towards your trip and the volume will come towards the trip as well. So it's in December, I just can tell you how big it is in Arbonne and how important it is for earning the trip. You should all be going for a minimum of your DM bonus, which is 5,000 in volume. Think about that, double to 10. Better yet, go for 10. You know, aim big, but make 5 your minimum. Decide that you're going to go for it and go all out. Your paycheck will thank you as well, and you're going to be in some awesome momentum, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. I is for involve your family. They will hold you accountable. So I have included my kids. I love having the tracker where they can see it too. They help me fill it in. They've been on trips with me, and now they hold me totally accountable for earning that trip. I remember the last one, Braden looked over, my oldest, at that tracker, and he said he knew it was the last month and said, well, he said, how long do we have to earn that? And I said, 1 more month. And he's like, you better get to work. And it's funny because it's part of it. They cheer you on. They see you goal setting. They see you going for big things. I was joking with, well, I wasn't really joking, but I told my mom, I go, maybe just Chad and I will go to Jamaica. She's like, you can't do that to them. You need to take that tracker down if you're going to do that, because she knows that they see that and they're so excited for what I'm doing and what I'm going for our family. So make sure you're involving your family or your significant other, whoever you want to bring on that trip. It's so important to have them have them involved. C is for create momentum. This is a 6-month process to earn this trip. The momentum you create today in December will carry you through. Obviously, you still have to work, but if you work hard and create good momentum in December, it's going to be a lot easier to ride that momentum through and earn upper levels of the trip. And you're going to promote in the process as well, which is awesome. I love this. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you sow. We all know that Arbonne works in 90-day cycles. That's just how it works. What you do today may not show up today, but it will show up 30, 60, 90 days from now. You need to start today to get that going, to get that momentum going. So make sure that you are, getting into activity and creating that momentum to carry you through. You're going to get through GTC. There's so many great things ahead that you want to build that momentum for. So now is the time. I can't stress that enough. Lastly, A, aim for the moon. Even if you miss, I said you'll end up in Jamaica. No, but you'll end up in the stars, among the stars, even if you miss. I love this quote. If people are not laughing at your goals, they're too small. And don't you love that? Aim big. It takes the same amount of energy to dream big or dream small. Dream small or dream big. Dream big. Big goals bring big things. Put your big goals in paper. Write them down. When you're going for something, going for this trip, make sure you're writing it down, putting it places where you see it, put it on your phone, you have your tracker. But goals that are not written down are wishes. The real value, I love this, of goal setting is not the recognition or the reward. Yes, earning that trip will be amazing when you do it. But what's so awesome about Arbonne and what's so awesome about goal setting? It's the person you become by finding the discipline, the courage, and the commitment to achieve that goal. And that will carry you on through all sorts of things in your life. So make this goal a non-negotiable and go all out for it. It starts in December. Go for this trip. I don't care if you've never gone for one before. I don't care if you're brand new. Go for this trip. Go all out. Set the goal. Map it out with your upline. Create a plan of action. Get busy with the do and share, share, share. And I will see you all on the beaches of Jamaica. I love you guys. Have an awesome December.